Hey everyone, and welcome back to the channel. So, you're thinking about retirement, huh? Beaches, golf, finally getting around to that cross-country road trip. It all sounds pretty amazing, doesn't it? But before you hand in your resignation and trade in your briefcase for a margarita, let's pump the brakes for just a minute. Because today, we're diving deep into the often overlooked aspects of retirement planning. I know, nobody wants to hear about the boring stuff. But trust me, spending a little time now to consider these crucial points can be the difference between a happy, fulfilling retirement and one filled with regret. We're not just talking about money today, although that's definitely important. We're talking about the whole picture, your health, your happiness, your sense of purpose. Too many people focus solely on the financial aspect of retirement, which is understandable. You need to make sure you have enough money to live on. But what happens when you actually get there? What are you going to do with all that free time? Will you be happy and fulfilled, or will you be bored and restless? These are the questions we need to answer. So, in this video, we're going to unpack some critical things you absolutely, positively need to think about before you even consider retiring. We'll be covering everything from common financial pitfalls to the emotional and social adjustments you'll need to make. We're going to help you avoid some of the biggest retirement mistakes people make. We want to make sure that when you do retire, you're not just financially secure, but also mentally, emotionally, and physically ready to enjoy this new chapter of your life. Think of this video as your pre-retirement checklist. A little bit of preparation now can save you a whole lot of heartache later. So grab a cup of coffee, settle in, and let's get started. Let's make sure your retirement is everything you've dreamed of, and more. First things first, let's talk about something that sneaks up on a lot of people, underestimating the impact of inflation. You might think you have a handle on your expenses, but inflation can erode your purchasing power faster than you realize. What costs $100 today might cost $120 or even $130 in 10 years. It's crucial to factor in a realistic inflation rate when planning your retirement income. Don't just assume your current savings will stretch as far as you think. Research historical inflation rates, consider potential future economic trends, and build a buffer into your retirement plan to account for rising costs. And while we're talking about finances, let's address the elephant in the room, healthcare costs. Healthcare is one of the biggest, and often most unpredictable, expenses in retirement. As we age, we tend to require more medical care, and those costs can add up quickly. Make sure you have a solid plan in place for covering healthcare expenses, whether it's through Medicare, supplemental insurance, or a combination of both. Don't forget to factor in potential long-term care costs, which can be astronomical. Explore long-term care insurance options and consider how you might cover these expenses if they arise. Beyond the financial considerations, one of the biggest challenges many retirees face is a lack of purpose. For decades, your job likely provided you with a sense of identity, structure, and accomplishment. When you retire, that all disappears. It's essential to find new sources of meaning and fulfillment. This could involve volunteering, pursuing a hobby you've always been passionate about, starting a new business, or spending more time with family and friends. The key is to have something that gets you out of bed in the morning and gives you a reason to engage with the world. Speaking of staying engaged, let's talk about social connections. Retirement can be isolating, especially if your social life was primarily tied to your workplace. It's crucial to cultivate and maintain strong social connections outside of work. Join clubs, take classes, volunteer, or simply make an effort to connect with friends and family on a regular basis. Human connection is vital for our mental and emotional well-being, and it's even more important in retirement. Another area that people often overlook is the importance of staying physically active. As we age, it's easy to become more sedentary, but physical activity is essential for maintaining our health and independence. Find activities you enjoy, whether it's walking, swimming, gardening, or playing a sport. Aim for at least 30 minutes of moderate intensity exercise most days of the week. Regular physical activity can help prevent chronic diseases, improve your mood, and keep you feeling young and vibrant. And don't forget about mental stimulation. Keeping your mind active is just as important as keeping your body active. Read books, do puzzles, learn a new language, or take a class. Challenge yourself to learn new things and keep your brain engaged. Mental stimulation can help prevent cognitive decline and keep you sharp and alert. Now, let's talk about something that can derail even the best-laid retirement plans: unexpected expenses. Life is full of surprises, and not all of them are pleasant. A major home repair, a sudden illness, or a financial emergency can all throw a wrench in your retirement plans. It's important to have a contingency fund to cover unexpected expenses. Aim to have at least 6 months' worth of living expenses saved in a readily accessible account. This will give you a financial cushion to fall back on in case of emergencies. Another crucial point to consider is your housing situation. Will you stay in your current home, downsize, or move to a new location? Each option has its own set of financial and logistical considerations. If you plan to stay in your current home, factor in the costs of maintenance, repairs, and property taxes. If you're considering downsizing, research the housing market in your area and weigh the pros and cons of different options. If you're thinking about moving to a new location, consider the cost of living, healthcare access, and social opportunities. And while we're on the subject of finances, let's talk about taxes. Taxes can be a significant expense in retirement, so it's important to understand how your retirement income will be taxed. Consult with a tax advisor to develop a tax-efficient retirement plan. Consider strategies such as Roth conversions and tax loss harvesting to minimize your tax burden. Finally, let's talk about the importance of having a plan for your estate. Estate planning is not just for the wealthy. It's for anyone who wants to ensure that their assets are distributed according to their wishes after they pass away. Create a will, designate beneficiaries for your retirement accounts, and consider setting up a trust. Estate planning can provide peace of mind and protect your loved ones. So, before you jump into retirement, take a long, hard look at your finances, your health, your social connections, and your purpose. Make sure you have a solid plan in place for all of these areas. Retirement is a wonderful opportunity to enjoy the fruits of your labor, but it's also a time that requires careful planning and preparation. Don't rush into it without doing your homework. A little bit of planning now can make all the difference in the world. And if you found this video helpful, be sure to like and subscribe for more financial tips and advice. We're here to help you make the most of your money and your life. Thanks for watching. Now go out there and start planning for the retirement of your dreams. And remember, it's never too early or too late to start planning. The sooner you start, the better prepared you'll be. Think about your legacy. What do you want to leave behind? It doesn't have to be money. It could be a tradition, a skill, a piece of art, or even just a collection of memories. Consider what you want to be remembered for and how you can make a positive impact on the world. Finally, remember that retirement is not the end of the road. It's the beginning of a new adventure. Embrace the opportunity to learn, grow, and explore. Stay curious, stay engaged, and stay connected. Retirement can be the best chapter of your life, but it's up to you to make it happen. Now go out there and make the most of it. We are cheering you on. Don't be afraid to seek out resources and help. There are many organizations and professionals who can provide guidance and support as you navigate the complexities of retirement. Take advantage of these resources and don't be afraid to ask for help when you need it. The more information you have, the better equipped you'll be to make informed decisions and plan for a successful retirement. Remember that retirement is a journey, not a destination. There will be ups and downs along the way, but with careful planning and a positive attitude, you can create a retirement that is both fulfilling and enjoyable. And that, my friends, is why you shouldn't retire until you've watched this. Good luck and happy planning.